but it is what it is. And it's the way it is. And that's all there is to it. So go ahead and start walking around a little bit. Okay. You wanna move so that you can start to feel the juices coming into your joints, right? Because we need to loosen up. We need to get fluid running in our joints so that we can, go over here a second. No, hold on a second. I am trying to come in with my phone too, so I can transfer host to my phone so I can see everybody. So keep moving around, right? You're gonna move, walk with normal, try to do a heel toe. So strike with your heel, roll to your toes. Can you do some bicep curls as you're moving, right? So bicep curls, just bringing your hand to your shoulder. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things here at once. Let's see. Meeting ID 813. All right, so now I'm in here. Now let's see if I can switch over and make my other me. Oh, I don't show my other me. I'll be darned. That's really weird. Oh, doing without video. There we go. There I am. So how's it feel to be walking around a little bit? Do you feel the juice is starting to flow a little bit? All right. So now I can change my view. There, now I can see you all. Takes me a minute, but I get there. Okay. Okay, so maybe it takes me longer than a minute. All right, so work your way back over towards your chairs, okay? And walk behind your chairs. Just stand behind your chairs a minute. I got too much stuff here today. All right, you can see me. Whoa, there's weights there. They were from earlier. I need a little bit more time between classes to get my act together. All right, so you're standing behind your chair. So now take and stand on your left foot, or stand on your right foot, I should say, and use your left foot to do ankle circles. Start at the bottom. We're gonna do ankle circles, and then go the other way. All right, switch to the other foot. Ankle circles with this one, and then go the other way. And I can't see Ann at all. There we go. Now I can. You can't hide on me, girl. All right. So now kick the sand. Let's get the knees working. Kick the sand. Okay. This also helps get the hips starting to move a little bit. So if you bring your foot up a little bit as you're kicking. Okay. Switch to the other foot. Kick the other foot. On days like this, I feel a lot of stiffness in my joints. I don't know if you do too. The scientists don't know exactly why that happens, but they know it's true. Okay. So now let's go ahead and have a seat for the next one. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to sit nice and tall and proud. Okay. Ooh, that looks so much better. All right. And do knee circles so that you're moving your hip. Okay. So we're going to move our hip, then go the other way. Okay. Let that leg rest. Do the other leg. You're making an O with your knee. Okay. Go the other way. All right. Let that leg rest. Okay. Now you're going to anchor the right knee and you're going to bring the left knee out to the side. So just out and in. We'll do 3 to one side and we'll do 3 to the other side. All right. Now let's roll the shoulders back. My favorite one. Shoulder rolls. Okay, let me take this off so you can see me a little better too. I'm getting a little warmer. I try to wear a bright shirt on days that I have to be on the screen so that I don't blend in with the background. All right, let's do wrist circles. All right, go the other way. All right, keep the upper arms in place and just do circles so your elbows are going in circles. Go the other way. All right, elbows to your sides. Now rotate your shoulder. We're doing shoulder rotators. They're going out and in. Okay, so this rotation is now happening at the shoulder level. Okay. Now we're going to do the elbows again. Palms up, palms down, up and down. Okay. Can you see me, Ann? Okay. There. Let me turn this just a little bit farther. There we go. All right. So now let's go ahead and pretend we're inside a pickle barrel. Okay. So put your hands on your thighs and you're going to take your head around the inside of the pickle barrel. So we're rotating our upper torso and go the other way. All right. Now let's do our head. We're working our way up. Okay. Look over your left shoulder, straight ahead, and over your right shoulder. Straight ahead left, straight ahead right. Straight ahead left, straight ahead right. Now we'll do a head tilt. Shoulders are low. You're going to take your left ear to your left shoulder without raising your shoulder. So tilt your head over and straight up. Go the other way. Over and straight up. Left and up and right and up. One more time. Left and up and right and up. You must be feeling like new people already. Oh, look at, you're getting warm. The jackets are coming off. That's what we want. All right. All right. So let's do our brain dance, but let's do our brain dance sitting today. You want to do that? Does that sound better, Ann? So let me go ahead and turn on the music, and I'm going to tell you about the brain dance. Whatever you do with the left, you're going to do with the right. We're going to do 4 on each side. Okay. So what we do is we start with a heel toe. We're going to do a heel toe with the left. We'll do that 4. Then a heel toe with the right. We'll do that for 4. We do toe and out and in. I should say toe out and in for 4 on one side. Same thing on the other side. Then we get to the can-can. Okay, so when I do the can-can, I say knee touch kick, which means you're going to lift your knee, touch the toe, kick the foot. Knee, touch, kick. We do that 4 times. Knee, touch, kick. Whatever we do with the left, we do with the right. Knee, touch, kick for 4. Okay, then we go to the arm. Punch the same direction. So we started heel toe. So we start out front and in for 4. Out and in for 4. Out and in for 4 to the side. Just remember the other one we did toe out and in for 4. And then instead of the can-can, we're going to do pull and cross. At shoulder height for 4, then pull and cross overhead. I'll cue you. You'll do fine, I promise. Okay? So let's march. Okay, we'll just march. And I'm going to count us down, and when we get past 1, we'll start heel toe to the front. Here we go. You ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel, toe, 3, 4, 4, other foot, heel, toe, 3, 4, together, toe together, 3, 4, other foot, toe together, 3, can, left, knee, touch, kick, knee, touch, kick, 3, 4, switch legs, knee, touch, kick, knee, touch, kick, 3, that's all the legs. Oh, I didn't do that right. You did, I didn't. All right, then we're gonna go to the arms. We're gonna punch left for 4 times. 1, 2, and you can keep marching if you want. 4, other arm, punch, 2, 3, punch out left. 1, 2, 3, other arm, 1, 2, can with our arms, which is pull and cross, 2, 3, 4, then overhead, pull, overhead, 2, 3, 4. So that's our arms and our legs. So we'll do that again together. So we'll do our legs and we'll do our arms. Ready? So march in place. We're using this for some cardio to get warmed up, okay? So let's go. Here we go. You ready? 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, other foot. 1, 2, 3, toe together after this one, toe out. Together, 2, 3, other foot, toe together, 2, 3, can, knee, touch, kick, knee, touch, kick, 3, 4, other leg, knee, touch, kick, knee, touch, kick, 3, punch left arm, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, other arm. 1, 2, 3, punch out to the left. 1, 2, 3, other arm. 1, 2, 3, pull and cross. Pull, cross, 2, 3, 4, overhead, pull, cross, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole thing until we get to the neck. We're going to do everything 4 times. So look left, center 4 times. 2, center. 3, center. 4, look right and center. 1, 2, 3, 4, look down and center for 4. Down, center, 3, 4, up and center for 4. Up and center, 3, 4. Keep the shoulders low. We'll do the head tilt to the left for 4. Left, center, 3, 4, right and center. Right, center, right and center, 3 and 4. Very good. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. So the idea is you want to try to remember that when we do it, and you're trying to remember it like a half a step ahead of time. One of the things I noticed, go ahead and get a drink if you want. One of the things that I noticed as we did that, it's much harder for me to do that sitting than it is standing. I feel it much more in my thighs when I'm doing that than if I'm standing, because you figure when you're sitting, you're having to take all that strength to lift the leg up, where when you're standing, it's kind of just to bend the knee. So it makes a difference. So did anybody else feel that in your thighs today? Lisa, she did. Barbara did. Did anybody online feel that in your thighs more than normal? You did, Stella? Not Ed? What about you, Mary Lou?
Yes.
And Marilyn, did you feel it in your thighs?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good way for us to build strength in our thighs, if nothing else. So does anybody have anything that's hurting today that we want to work on more than normal? Hands. I got to vote for hands. That was very quick in terms of response. I have to agree with that. With this weather, my hands are really tight. So let's go ahead. If you want to, you can stand up and do this and march in place. So I'm going to let you make your own choices here. If you want to stand, you can stand and do things as you're marching. If you would rather sit, you may sit. Okay. The more we can do it standing, the better off we'll be. So let's go ahead and just open and close our hands. Okay. Let's count to 8 for these. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's take our hands apart and spread our fingers. Together apart, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Shake out the hands. Can you feel that in your shoulders and in your hands already? I can. Okay, let's roll our shoulders back. All right. Let's do some wrist circles again. Okay, you can march in place again. Go the other way with the wrist circles. All right. So now let's do our fingers to the base of our fingers. So our thumb to the base of the fingers. So start going to the base of the middle finger, open wide, base of the ring finger, open wide. So let's start index finger, open, middle, open, ring, and open. Index, middle, ring, ring, middle, and index. Ooh, that's hard. Some days harder than others. All right. So now let's do a cat's claw and open, claw and open. So try to keep that one big knuckle straight, claw and open. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Play the piano up and down the keyboard. This is how I let my fingers relax in between doing those. I can feel all that today. I feel them being really stiff and sore. All right. So now let's do the knuckle wave. Start with your hands straight and just bend the big knuckle. Hands straight, bend the big knuckle. Up, 3. Try to keep all those knuckles as straight as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Arms down again, roll those shoulders. Roll the left, roll the right, roll them both. Woo. All right, let's look over the left shoulder, straight ahead, right shoulder, straight ahead, left, straight ahead, and right. Okay. It's funny how some days you feel things a whole lot more than you do other days, right? So that's why it's so important to make sure you're listening to your body every single day. Okay. So let's sit down and do a little bit of stretching before we go any further. We've got somewhat warmed up. Okay. So we're going to do some stretching, but we're not going to do a lot of hold stretching. Okay. Tilt this down just a tad. All right. So sit out toward the front of your chair, just to keep your butter on the chair. Put that left leg out straight in front of you. You want to straighten that leg, but not lock the leg, not lock the knee. Okay. And pull that toe back toward the nose and then point it. Pull it back and point it. 3 and point. Count with me. 4 and point. Can you feel the stretch in your calf when you pull your toe back? 5. When you got your toe pointed, can you feel the stretch in the front of your shin? 6 and point. 7 and point. And 8 and point. Okay, let's switch legs. Ready? Pull, flex, point, 2 and point, 3 and point, 4 and point, 5 and point, 6, and point, and 8, and point on the floor. Okay. Now take and curl your toes in your shoes. You can do your hands at the same time if you want. Then lift your toes, lift your fingers. Pull them, open them, open them. Now the next one, I want you to try and work your way into your big toe. Then open up your big toe first, and then try to open up the rest of your toes. Start at the pinky again and curl. Uncurl starting at the big toe. Takes a lot of concentration, doesn't it? Curl and open. Curl and open. Putting knuckles on your toes warm. I love doing that because it makes my toes warm. Take your feet in your shoes. Spread out your toes in your shoes as far as you can. Together, apart, together, apart, together, and apart. One of the exercises they made me do after I broke my foot is they made me start with bare feet, and I really suggest this because it's a good exercise. And get yourself some marbles and put the marbles on the floor and try to pick up the marbles with your feet, with your toes, and put them in a cup. Let me tell you, it makes your feet and your calves and your ankles and everything work. And you can see how many you can pick up at a time. So just something new to try. All right. So now let's go back. Sorry, I got itchy eye here. All right. So now let's go back and do out to the side and in. Okay. Let's do 10 of these. Ready? Out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're sitting tall and proud. 7, 8, 9. Is it getting hard? And 10. Okay, put that leg out and shake it. Okay, let's do the other one. Same thing, tall and proud. Out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Put both legs out and shake them. All right. Let's go ahead and work our abs. Okay, so we're going to sit nice and tall. Okay. Now, when you work on your abs, you're trying to pull your belly into your spine. If you have trouble finding your belly muscles, if you have trouble tightening them to start with, push your fingers in and then bear down like you're going to the bathroom, and you'll feel something in there tighten, and that's what you're going to work on. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit tall and proud. We're going to first tuck our tailbone, do what they call a pelvic tilt, which is tucking your tailbone under like you're a dog who just got in trouble. So we call it bad dog. Then you're going to pull those belly muscles in toward the spine, and we're going to count to 5 out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay. Again, now the reason we're tucking the tailbone is because when you tighten your belly, I don't want you arching your back because then it can strain the lower back. So the first thing we do is we pelvic tilt or do a bad dog. Then we tuck in our belly muscles, keep the shoulders and neck relaxed. Okay. We're going to count to 5 out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. To be honest, by the time I get to the second one, I can already feel my muscles are fatigued. That's how hard I'm trying to tighten them. Okay. So go ahead, tuck your tailbone again, bad dog, tighten your abs, and we're at 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. We're going to do one more like this before we change. Okay. Tuck your tailbone. I should be hearing everybody counting so your blood pressure doesn't elevate. So tuck your tailbone into bad dog. Tighten those belly muscles. And we're at 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay. Take both your hands, put them on the back of your chair, and lean forward and relax that belly. Okay. This is also a good time to stretch out the front of your shoulders and your chest muscles. And breathe deeply. The other thing that's good to do at this point is take your chin and tuck your chin to your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Now take your chin and tilt it to look past your left shoulder. Keep the chin tucked. Then look down. Then lift your chin to the right shoulder. Keep your chin tucked and down, and you should feel a stretch all the way around your neck. Left and center, right and center. Come on back up. Bring your torso up. Roll those shoulders back. All right, we're going to do some more ab work. But when we do this, we're also going to, after we tighten our abs like we were doing, we're going to also tighten our Kegels. Remember, they're the muscles that help us stop peeing. Okay. It's amazing how many people as we get older have trouble with incontinence. You can do a lot of good on that problem with doing these. Okay. So sit tall and proud. Tuck your tailbone under. Okay. Tighten those belly muscles. Now tighten the Kegels, and we're at 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Let's do that again. Tuck your tailbone. Tighten your belly. Tighten those Kegels. We're at 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Tuck your tailbone. Tighten your belly. Tighten your Kegels. We're at 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Make sure you're counting out loud. Tuck your tailbone. Tighten your belly. Tighten your Kegels. We're at 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. We got one more to do. Wiggle around a minute. This is a good time to go around the inside of the pickle barrel. So go ahead and support your body and go around with your head on the inside of that pickle barrel. Okay, then go the other way. It helps release those tummy muscles. And we're going to do the last one. This time, let's count to 7. Okay. So start tall and proud. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Tuck the tailbone. Tighten the belly. Tighten the Kegels. And we're at 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And relax. Nicely done. All right. So the next one we're going to do is let's get a quick drink. How you doing, Mary Lou, since I can't see you? Oh, I can't see you now. It's me I can't see. I'm not on with my video for my phone. I forgot. You did pop in, Miss Mary Lou. All right. So now what we're going to do is, what was I going to do next? I forgot. What was the next one? I haven't done that in a long time, where it just kind of completely left my brain.
The brain dance.
All right, let's see. Let's bring our arms up to goalpost. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on strengthening our back and our chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at goalpost, and you want to pull your elbows back by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Okay. So this is strengthening your back. And then you're going to exhale, and you're going to bring your arms together as close as you can. Okay. Can you feel the stretch in your shoulders? Can you feel it across your back? Okay. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then we release the shoulder blades. And we're going to change this in just a minute. Okay. Inhale and exhale. So right now we're just thinking about our back. Okay. Inhale. We feel the tightening, and then we feel the stretching. Okay. Put your arms down. Just do some shoulder circles. And we're going to change that now. Okay. So let's go back to goalpost. Okay. This time, when we go forward, we want to concentrate on the muscles up in the front, and we're going to try to squeeze them together. Okay. And as we bring it apart, we're trying to stretch this area. Okay. So squeeze and stretch and squeeze and stretch. Can you feel the difference which thinking about one set of muscles versus the other? Okay. Squeeze and stretch. Let's do that one more time. Squeeze and stretch, right? Roll out, roll the left, roll the right, roll them both. Okay. Look over your left shoulder, look straight ahead, look over your right shoulder and straight ahead and left and straight and right and straight. All right. So now we're going to do a little bit different work for our belly, but what we're going to work now is we're going to work what we call the obliques, and you have muscles that run down crisscross here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our hands behind our head if we can get them here. Can everybody get your hands up behind your head? Okay. The first step of this is we're just going to take and we're going to rotate, unless your doctor's told you not to because of your osteoporosis. You're going to bring your right elbow forward and your left back, and you're just going to switch the other way. Now bring the right forward or the left. So you're looking, let's say it this way, looking left, straight, looking right, straight. Now notice how your elbows are just staying at the same level, regardless of what side you're on. Okay. So I am not, so Ed, I'm not going to do this. Okay. I'm just going from side. You turn this way so you can see me from front. Yeah. I'm just going from side to side. Now, the way we're going to work the obliques is we're going to work the obliques by with our hands up here. As we look right, as we look left, we're going to lift our left leg. So look left, raise the left knee, put it down, look center, and go the other way. Look right, lift the right knee, and center. Left, center, right, center. So this is 3, center, 3, center, 4, center, 4, center, 5, center, 5, center, one more, 6, center, 6, and center. Now, the way we're going to stretch this out is now you're going to take your left hand on the outside of the right thigh, right hand on the back of the chair, and twist toward the right. As far as you can, you want to feel a stretch in those where we just work those obliques. Release and come forward and then go the other way. Right hand on the outside of the left knee and then turn to the left. And breathe. And come center and roll those shoulders back. All right. Did we do hands enough? Lee, do your hands feel better? Let's do one more. Let's do one more on that. Let's put our hands flat on our legs. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lift each finger individually. So lift your index finger and down, your middle and down, your ring and down, your pinky and down. Go to your thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky. And go back. Pinky, ring, middle, index, and thumb. Now we're going to do it a little differently. Now we're going to start, and when we move the pinky, we're going to move the pinkies out away from the rest of the fingers, and then move the ring finger over to get close to it. Then move the middle finger over, and then the index finger and the thumb. So now you're going to bring the thumb apart, bring the index finger over as far as you can, the middle, the ring, the pinky, and then go back again. Pinky, ring, middle, index, and thumb. And just play the piano, go up and down the keyboard. Okay. All right. I know what I was going to do that I had forgotten. I knew it would come back to me. All right, we're going to do the hip walk. Okay. So we're going to lift our left hip off the chair as high as we can, and then we're going to slide that left hip back as far as we can, and then we're going to switch. We're going to lift the right, bring it back as far as you can, and then the left. When you get to the back of your chair, you go forward. Go forward and forward, and you're trying to get those cheeks up as high as you can, and just keep going frontwards and backwards. And you should feel this in your torso. And you might feel it in the top of your thighs and the back in your hamstrings, because all of that is working to make this happen. Okay. When you're done, you want to end up at the front. All right. Now we're going to do a little bit of leg strengthening. So let's go ahead and put our left leg out straight in front of us. Okay. You're not going to lock the knee, but it's pretty straight. And again, you're just got the cheeks of your butt on the chair so that your leg can be straight. Okay. So I'm just got my cheeks on the chair. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tighten our quadricep. If you have trouble tightening it, bend your knee slightly. And then when you straighten it, it will tighten this quadricep. Okay. Once it's tight, you're tall and proud. You're going to tuck your tailbone under. You're going to lift that foot, lower it, and relax it. Okay. So it's tuck your tailbone, tighten your quadricep, lift, lower, relax. Tighten, 3, lower, relax. Tighten, 4, lower, relax. Tighten, 5, lower, relax. Last one. Tighten, 6, lower, relax. Shake that leg out. Give it some love if it's a little sore. Okay. Switch to the other leg. Same thing. Tuck your tailbone, tighten your quadricep, lift the leg, lower it, and relax. Tighten, lift, lower, relax. Tighten, 3, lower, relax. Tighten, 4, lower, relax. Tighten, 5, lower, relax. Last one, tighten, 6, lower, relax. Put both those legs out and shake those legs. All right. Let's do our sit to stands. Okay, we're going to work on these to make sure we maintain our ability to stand and sit. Okay, so you want to be about halfway back in your chair. Sorry, I got too many coats on my chair here. All right, and you want your feet shoulder width apart. Okay, your toes might be slightly pointed out, or they may be straight. Now, if you do the first one of these and you feel it in your knees, you may need to adjust how far apart your feet are. Okay. So what we're going to do is, if you need to help yourself, you can put your hand between your thighs and you can lean forward and then lift and get your bottom off the chair. So everybody come on up and then back down. Now, ideally, what we want to be able to do is you want to be able to do it with your arms crisscrossed without using your hands to help yourself get up. So if you think you can do it that way and you don't need to help, then crisscross your arms and try it this way. Okay, so here we go. Let's do 6. You ready? Here we go. You ready? 1, squeeze that tushy on the way up. Squeeze those cheeks together as hard as you can and back down. And we're trying to eliminate, momentum completely. So we want to stop at the top and stop at the bottom. Here we go. You ready? Same thing. 2, squeeze those cheeks together and back down. Squeeze as you go up. We're at 3. Good job, everybody. And down. Squeeze 4 and down. Squeeze 5 and down. One more. Squeeze 6 and down. Now the idea on that is you guys are doing a great job, because that can be really hard to do, okay? And that's what I really want to be able to see people do, is with the arms crisscross, not helping, going up and down, and we're going to try to keep increasing the number of those, okay? So now let's concentrate on tightening the cheeks of our butt. So we're just going to sit tall and proud, okay? And you're just going to squeeze those cheeks together as hard as you can and count to 5. Okay, so here we go. You ready? Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And squeeze. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And squeeze. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax.
3, 2,
and squeeze. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. These are
4,
tiring, aren't they?
2,
And squeeze.
4, 5.
5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. We're gonna do one more. Here we go. You ready? Squeeze. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Now I can feel right at the base of my butt, I can feel where I just got done working those. Okay, so that's a really good thing. All right, let's take and start stretching out. Let's start with a stop sign stretch with our left hand. Okay, the arm is straight and we're gonna pull back using the right hand. Okay, and you're gonna keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck relaxed, and you're gonna breathe. Flip the hand down, cover the middle knuckles, arm is still straight, pull the fingers back and feel the stretch up the back of the hand, the back of the wrist, the back of the forearm. Breathe. And switch hands. Stop sign, pull back, and breathe. This is one of my favorite stretches. It sounds kind of weird. Just flip the hand down. I used to have a lot of pain in my wrists, and this is, I think, what got rid of it. And let's go ahead and shake out the hands. Open and close them. Play the piano. Okay, we got to get everything moving. Do some wrist circles. Go the other way. All right, now let's stretch out our legs. Let's come out toward the front of our chair. Let's put the left leg out straight. We're gonna pull that toe back with the muscles in the front of our shin again. And I want you to think about the stretch that's going on right now in the back of the calf, okay? We're gonna sit tall and proud. We're gonna relax our shoulders. We're gonna relax our neck. We're gonna have everything stacked up, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, okay? And now with a slight arch to your back, your hands folded over and resting on your right thigh, hinge at the hips and bring your chest closer to your thigh. I've still got my heel on the floor. Okay. And I'm thinking about keeping my spine as stretched as I can with a slight arch to my back so that I know my back is not rounded. And I want to feel that stretch up from the base of my toes, the bottom of my foot, the back of my calf, all the way up to the base of my butt. And breathe. Reach down. You can rest your forearm on that leg and reach down and see how close you're getting to that foot. That's your gauge to see how flexible you are, and just see if you can improve upon that over time. Press on that right thigh. Come on back up. Switch to the left. Left goes out. We're going to start with pulling that toe back to the nose and feeling the stretch in the calf. So when I'm doing that, I'm feeling the stretch in the calf and on the bottom of my foot. I'm going to fold my hands, put them on my left thigh. Okay, with a straight back, and it's like somebody's pulling on my head to keep me nice and tall. I'm going to hinge at the hips with a slight arch to my back and lean forward, bring my chest closer to my thighs. and I've got my toe in a neutral position. Okay, meaning it's not pointed out, it's not pointed in. So that the stretch is going straight up the back of the leg. You can lean on that left thigh and reach down with that right hand and see how close you're getting to that foot. And again, keep that spine nice and stretched. Somebody decided they're going to play the piano for us.
That was my phone.
Push on that left thigh and come on back up. All right. Let's take our legs apart. And you're either going to put your hands on the inside of your knees or the elbows on the inside of your knees, whatever you want to do. Sometimes it's easier to use the elbows so you're not using the sore hands to do this. And press those knees apart and stretch those inner thighs. Okay. This is a great time to think about your breathing and try to expand your back rib cage to the ceiling and your front rib cage to the floor. This is when you can see how dirty the floor really is, whether you're home or here. Come on back up, bring the legs up together. Let's take the right heel and put it right underneath the right knee. We're going to lift this leg up. If you can't lift this leg up, I want you to bring the left leg out, crisscross at the ankles, and bring the leg up as far as you can. Ideally, you're going to get to the point where your ankle can be above your knee. You want this ankle in line with this knee. You're going to sit tall and proud. Your shoulders are down and back. And you can press this knee a little lower so that you can get a better stretch in the hip. And you really want to feel the stretch on the outside of the thigh, which is where the IT band runs. The iliotibial band, I think is what it's called. And then again, with your weight equally distributed, try to have the same amount of weight on both of your sits bones so you're not leaning one way or the other. And then hinge forward if you can and bring your chest closer to your thighs. And again, think about keeping your weight balanced on your two hip bones. And breathe. But we're not thinking about anything else besides that. Come on back up and let's switch to the other foot. Okay, put that foot down. And again, it's out here if you need to. Crisscross at the ankles, bring it up as far as you can. Ideally, you're going to try to get it up here so you get more flexibility in the hip. Tall and proud, shoulders down and back. Press that knee a little bit lower if you can. Try to keep equal amount of weight on both of those sits bones. Hinge at the hips, bring the chest closer to the thighs. Breathe. And again, keep the equal amount of weight on both sits bones. Keep breathing. All right, unfold. Last one we're going to do is we're going to stretch our quadricep. So we're going to turn to the right. We're going to let our left hip hang off the chair. Hang on to the back of the chair with your hand. You're going to drop this leg down. And you want the knee to point at least straight down if you can. And you're trying to feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. Okay. Tuck your tailbone under. Okay. If you don't feel much of a stretch on the thigh, you can grab your ankle and then turn it down. So today is not one of the days I'm going to do that, because if you hold on to that ankle, you want to make sure that your knee is pointed at least straight down so that you're getting a stretch in the hip flexor, which is right in here. So you want to feel it in the front of the thigh and in the hip flexor. Let's release and go to the other side. Again, start with your hips and your shoulders pointed completely to the front, to the side here. Drop, got your right hip off the chair, drop that right leg down. Okay, tuck the tailbone into a pelvic tilt so you get a nice stretch in the hip flexor so your tailbone is in bad dog. Feel the stretch in the front of the thigh and in the hip flexor. And breathe. And release that leg and come forward. And let's sit and relax for a few moments. Okay, we got a few minutes. We got about 5 minutes that we can relax. So go ahead and sit back in your chair. Let your shoulders relax. Think about where your ears are. So even though we're relaxing, we want to pull our chin back so that our ears are over our shoulders, so that our head is not leaning forward and hanging on our neck and putting more pressure on our neck. Okay, and initially we're not going to change our breathing. We're just going to pay attention to what our breathing is. Okay, notice whether you're breathing in through your nose or in through your mouth. And how are you breathing out? Is it through your mouth or through your nose? Just pay attention to it. Okay. Now, are you breathing shallow or are you breathing deep? Pay attention to how you're breathing. And now we're going to start to pay attention and change a little bit. And we want to inhale through our nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to change it, and I want you to try to exhale longer than you're inhaling. So I want you to think about maybe inhaling for a count of 4, and then exhale for a count of 8. Again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again, you're exhaling longer than you're inhaling. And as you're doing that, you should feel your body relax more and more, especially during the exhale phase. Now see if you can add a 2-count pause between your inhales and your exhales, and then again between your exhale and your inhale. So maybe inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 2, exhale for a count of 8, hold for a count of 2 before you inhale again. And again, this is a breathing practice. You're trying to focus on your breathing. If other thoughts come into your mind, just acknowledge them and let them go. Now go to just a natural breathing, whatever feels comfortable for you as we work through a progressive relaxation. So take your feet, and we're going to start at the feet, and we're going to tighten our toes by curling them, recognize the tension, and then let that tension go and feel the relaxation come into your body. This time, tighten your toes about halfway. Feel the tension and let the tension go and relax. And last, we're going to tighten just a little bit of our toes, recognize the tension, and then let it go. And let's move up our legs. We're going to tense our entire leg up to our cheeks, recognize the tension, relax, and let it go. This time, tense up your legs all the way up to your cheeks, about halfway, recognize it, and let it go. And again, this time it's just to tighten just a little bit, recognize it, and let it go. Breathe here a moment. What we want to do is we want to teach ourselves that when we start to feel tension, to recognize it and let it go. So now let's go to our hands. Put your fingers into a fist, feel the tension, and as you exhale, let it go. Tense your hands just halfway. Feel the tension, exhale, and let it go. Just slight tension in your hands. Recognize it and let it go. All right. And now we're going to do our whole body. So I want you to try to tense your whole body best you can, eyebrows included. Recognize it, exhale, and relax. Tighten your whole body about halfway. Recognize it, exhale, and relax. And the last one, just slightly tense your body. Recognize it and let it go on an exhale. All right. Go ahead and open those eyes. Roll those shoulders back. Just breathe. Take a nice big inhale. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale as you bring your arms down all the way. Exhale completely. Inhale, bring those arms up around in a hug. Remind yourself that you're safe and you're healthy. Unwind, open your arms, take another big deep breath. Wrap your arms in the other way in a hug and remind yourself that you're loved, you're valued, and you're full of purpose. And have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So glad you were all here. Let me
Good.
stop the stream a minute. Bear
Jackie,
with me a second. Give me just a minute, Ed. Oh, wait a minute. Why is that not stopping? Hold on. Let me figure out how I got to stop it. Oh, I know why. Because I gotta reclaim host. Bear with me a second. There's too many things to think about.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't let me take it back. Hold on a second. More reclaim host.